everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing another VOD review. This is for Rose. Obviously you guys will know Rose if you see me on my Twitch streams. Rose is a regular in there. It's very, very lovely. We have also duoed with Rose before. It's been really, really fun to be able to do. And we're going to have a look at Rose's VOD today. They are obviously Grandmaster as well. And basically, the little description they've written is Mercy and Hilariana Grande support comp. Love it. I feel like I played decently well. I would say this is a roll, but we put almost lost first and a 10-second fire and a fair on third. Alright, okay, so we're on obviously Flashpoint. With the cute little lifeguard skin. I really love the lifeguard skin. I think it's one of my faves as well. I haven't seen too many people using it quite recently though, but I guess it's because it's like past summer, I guess. Basically it's now like October, so everyone's gonna be starting with like wearing the witch skins. Bear in mind as well, guys, if you want your own VOD reviews, leave for 5,000 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. You can literally just come along, say hello to my lovely community, or you can lurk. It's completely what you know, whatever you feel like is like the best for you, basically. But yes, what happens to the game? Obviously, we have a very, very good damage boost from Tom. Also, I've just seen the tank is called what's it called? The tank is called Koala, which is adorable, because if you guys know me, obviously I am obsessed with koalas. Alright, so first thing, I would be pushed up with my soldier a little bit more here, just so we could get in like some extra spam damage right at the beginning. It was nice that your, obviously, what's it called? Your, Ilari pushed sped you out. I was like trying to get my words out there. I'd rotate now, nice. Nice how you rotate up to the high, I will say, I like that. Nice movement here. Help you, Ilari, though, help you, Ilari, nice. We needed to focus our beam there on the Ilari rather than the Ramattra. Remember, Ramattra has a big health pool, plus he has his like nemesis form and stuff like that. So we need to be making sure that we're focusing our healing on the Ilari before we go and focus on the Ram. But it was really, really nice. The soldier is someone that we all know. Oh, okay. I love it. But yeah, no, I loved your positioning up to here because I kid you not, this these two high grounds for Mercy is absolutely lovely. And then if you start being contested, oh, okay, I'll just pop down. And then once like the beamling is about to end, you can just pop yourself back up. Really, really nice high ground. Love your positioning right now. Just once again, I would maybe like peel for your Ilari a tiny bit more for that first bit. But as we keep on going. Nice. I would just put myself back up to that high ground. Remember, if you're safe, stay in that space, guys. Nice heals obviously onto Ram. I would flick up to this high ground rather than this one. The reason is because you know that the Sojourn's going to be spraying through this chokehold, so you actually don't want to be re-peeking this chokehold whatsoever. So your best bet actually, because obviously you still want to use this high grounds, is to flick yourself up to this one, because then it will make the Sojourn like have to basically walk in to try and railgun you on this high ground, compared to like the one that you're on right now. It just makes her life like 10 times easier to try and pick you off. All right, so just really be mindful of where the chokehold is and where people are going to be peeking from, and I would go up to this high ground instead of the one that you're on, just so you're not taking the extra damage. And that's how you drop down. Fortunate with the oh, okay, yeah, we end up getting punished because of that really bad GA there. Let's quickly rewind it back. I feel as though this is your beams end up disconnecting. Love your damage boost here, by the way. I don't think I said that earlier, like how good it was. So we talked about this rotation that I didn't like. So we drop. We should have just clicked the, what's it called? We should have just clicked your crouch button and set yourself straight back up, because like you already know that they have Sombra, so obviously you know we want to be like trying to play out of LOS of them basically, and you like your GA is still going off basically. Your GA glitches. You can see like, so you end up like doing a GA because you can GA to people like through here. What you end up doing is you end up GAing to them in here, which then kind of like traps you on the wall. Just literally press your crouch button and it'll just send yourself up here, and then it'll give you the option to come onto point to avoid the Sombra if needed. All right, so we just needed to like basically press the crouch here just so we were able to kind of like either hop back up or hop onto this kind of like hop back onto the point basically. I liked your positioning though. I like how obviously you know you're backing off from the Kiriko, really, really nice. But yeah, and it's obviously we do end up getting hacked out. I would have pulled my pistol out, by the way, because like especially with Sombras nowadays, if they go in, because bear in mind as well, we're doing this just after the season 7 started, so obviously we've got the new Sombra rework and everything. Pull out your pistol, because whenever Sombras go for people now, they have to be extremely committed into that you know, whatever they're doing. It's not like they can just, you know, like translocate away back to the little health pack wherever they're putting the translocator, right? They have to be kind of really involved in the team fight. So like there's been so many times where I will just be aggressive onto the Sombra now and just really kind of like pressure them. But anyways. Ooh, okay, let's back this up because I want to see what happened to your, what's it called? I want to see what happened to your Lori. So, by the way, as well, while you're GAing, because you're in GM and you're going to be hitting like those like really high GM lobbies now, you want to be playing as much cover as you can. So try to, as soon as you GA some more, just cancel it. Like make sure you're just playing around this cover a little bit more. Spawn camped? Okay, let's have a quick look though. I'm going to play it in this view so I can see. This is fine from you. I loved how you were playing right now. We should have maybe like peeled back for her a little bit sooner. Just purely because what's it called? Like, so you know they have the ball, you know they have the Sombra, right? So this is kind of, I guess, a lack of communication or a lack of like awareness kind of thing. Not like just from you, but also like your team as well, right? We should have like, if you were in comms or you were like, you know, you were in like team chat and stuff like that, they should have been like calmed out, or like your Alara should have been like, what's it called? Like really, what's the word? You know, you like just call it out and be like, hey, I'm being attacked kind of thing, or like pinging it or something like that, right? But a really good habit to get like into is whenever you hear a Sombra or a ball shooting, try to, what's it called? Try to just turn around and see what's happening, because normally they're going to be like focused down, okay? So you want to be like try and peel for them, all right? So I don't feel like this is like your fault at all. Like I feel as though, you know, like we do end up turning around, which is really, really great. It's just a bit like too late basically. I would join VC, but me, the soldier, had beef and he was in there. I mean, fair enough. I guess you're like, you know, saving the beef, I guess. So nice. I'd go and help Sojourn here. Nice backwards GA. I would just, instead of doing the backwards GA here, I would have done a 180 slingshot. The reasoning is because you end up actually kind of like hanging about, like, because you know how when you do the backwards GAs now, they have that speed reduction, so you end up kind of like floating back like this. You want to, because yes, you do want to help your Sojourn here 100%, but instead of just doing this nice little float back with the backwards GA, you want to like get onto your Sojourn and then flick away and just like GA yourself like all the way over to here straight away, just so you're making it as minimal time that you're peeking that Sojourn as much as possible. So you want to be basically like getting on your beam on 180 and then bam, all the way over here, okay? So you can make your movement as quick as possible in this scenario. All right, so keep going. Nice res. Whenever ball slams, try to save your GA for when he does the slam, because it gives you some really good momentum to be able to go and help your Sojourn right now. What you end up doing is you end up kind of GAing before he slams. Whenever you see a ball slam, you just have to think to yourself, okay, I just have to kind of like wait out the slam, because whenever ball obviously slams, it like absolutely ruins like your Mercy momentum like at all, right? So obviously I like this res. I like how obviously, you know, you have your Ram as well to cover you. You know ball's gonna come in and slam you guys. So wait for that slam and then use that momentum to then come and help your Sojourn. Okay? But we keep going. I feel as though your Sojourn's probably gonna die now, which is fine. Nice. Nice. I like how you're with your Ram right now, I will say, actually. That's probably, like, the best scenario for you right now. I don't like this Valk. I feel as though we should have, what's it called? I feel as though we should have popped the Valk either a bit sooner or not at all, okay? Right now, you are actually completely fine trying to help your Ram here. And whenever Ram pops his ult, basically just, what's it called? Just put the heal beam onto him, alright? Let me quickly rewind it and I'll show you. So this is fine, you playing with your Ram here. Can I just say, I really like this decision making from you. This is really, really great. Love the damage boost onto him. Alright, I love how you rotate up. Like how you heal. Right, now we need to... So we need to basically just try and, like, keep our beam onto him, because what ends up happening is we end up kind of disconnecting our beam. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to help him to, like, you know, survive the entire thing, but we definitely want to, like, be jiggling like this, so then we can just keep a hold of the ramp like this, because we can very much do this, and then wait for your team to be walking in some more before we pop the Valk. My assessment was, because the last fight, I wanted long beams to help everyone, which is fine. I like that, but I feel as though we should have popped it later, right? I feel as though you pop it too early, which is the reason why your ram ends up falling. Not so much the reason why your ram ends up falling, but it's a contributing factor to how your what's called your Ramatra ends up falling. You want to wait until it's the safest possible time for you to pop that Valk, because obviously when you pop Valk, beams get disconnected. This is a vital time for you to try and keep your beam on, and you've ended up disconnecting your beam twice from this ram. Once up here for when you end up kind of like blocking LOS of him, and the second time for when you go to Valk, okay? This Ramatra ult is going to help basically destroy these guys if you manage to keep him up. All you have to do is just heal bot him, like literally just peek like this, jiggle like this, keep your beam onto him. Then when you know he's safe or these guys are reloading and stuff like that, then you could pop the Valk, because obviously then the soldier will be pushed in, your AlphaAli will be pushed in as well. Then you could pop your Valk, okay? But we need to just be really, really mindful of trying to keep people up, trying to keep our beam up time as much as possible, okay? So just jiggle like this, keep your ram up, and then when people get in and we know the ram's going to be safe, then pop our Valk. I want to see what we end up doing though. So he ends up falling. Nice. Okay, don't like this res. I don't like this res. Remember, you know this Sojourn is, so you still, you know the Sombra's still going to be about, okay? So what I would do, I'm going to kind of go back and I'll show you what I would do. Because unless if the Sombra decides to go and target someone or like is focusing someone else, she's going to be ready for that, what's called that res. So I would continue. I would just leave this point, because remember, you still have time and you have time in your Valk. I would leave the point and try and help your soldier right now. Try and focus down. Obviously, he ends up getting Kiriko. He can, like, obviously help down, like, focus down the other support right now, okay? I would literally head out, go and help all these guys and stuff. Like, go and damage boost soldier, or, like, help your Sojourn, something like that. Once you see that Sombra focusing someone else, then you go for the res. With like the new Sombra, because she can be like anywhere kind of thing, like it's not like, oh, you force the translocate away then you can go and res. Basically it's like you very much just have to kind of like wait until you know exactly where she is and then go for the res, okay? She TP'd up mid air and then sees me. Wait, I want to see this. Oh, she's all the way up here. I love it. But yeah, so you essentially just want to kind of like make sure that you know exactly where they are basically before you go for this res, okay? But as we keep going, I want to see how you end up doing. So get hacked out. This should have just been a slingshot around the corner here, because once again you're lengthening, like you jaying yourself over to here is still not safe from the Sombra, because she still has LOS of you. Also, Sojourn has LOS of you. Ball has LOS of you. You get hacks, completely fine. Make your movement really erratic and really like hard for you to hit. So did you GA away? I like this GA away, but make it a quick slingshot over to here. So then you're out of LOS of these guys, okay? Because then it allows you to, obviously, with Valk, you have the health regen, so you can allow that to happen. You could just jiggle peek and help your Sojourn, who's about to use her ultimate. You essentially just want to kind of like get to as much safety as you can. Quick slingshot around here, okay? But we keep going. Nice. Nice damage boost on the AlphaAli ult. That's fine. Love how you managed to get back on. Really nice. I would heal up soldier just at the end of this. Very nice. Really, really nice. I like how you played the last of that fight though. That was really, really great. Just that first, obviously the first little bit was like a little bit dodgy, but apart from that, really, really great. I'd push up here. Like, I know your Sojourn's like, oh, like everyone group up basically. I would like still push up a tiny bit, because remember, if your Sojourn wants to stay up here, you can, you know, you have the option to peel back to it. You always gonna have the option to peel back to it, right? So I would stay here. I would stay literally play here. Once you see people coming main, or you know people are coming from this angle or main, then you can peel back to your Sojourn. But if you stay up here with your soldier, if soldier hits a few shots and a damage boosted helix rocket, that is someone gone. Someone is just like bam, gone, see you later, you know, they're like, what's it called? They're gonna be like dead, annihilated, okay? So and also it'll just like obviously force the Mercy res, it will also make their attack really, really hard for this first point. So I'd be pushed up here, just play like literally at max beam range. If Soldier starts progressing more forward than this chokehold, then leave him, he's like an idiot, you know. He'll do what's it called, his thing. But if you stand here and just damage boost the Soldier and just play here, and then when obviously they start coming through, then you can peel back to your Sojourn. Just play here, okay?
Not so fast.
We see how we could like be helping our Soldier right now and don't like not just the AlphaAli. Nice. Obviously, he gets to get the pylon. Why are we moving right now? Remember, if we're safe, stay in that space. We could just walk along here. Okay, we don't need to be forcing a rotation here. It could also be that we'd be here for the start of this visor. Visor ends up obviously zoning them off, which is really, really nice. We needed to damage boost. Okay, we needed to damage boost Soldier ult here. Let me quickly show you. Like I know you have beef with the Soldier and you don't like the Soldier, but we need to we need to make sure that we're still putting the blue onto him. Hey everyone, sorry, we had a bit of an audio glitch just then. But obviously, like, we just kind of, like, just quickly rewinded. Essentially, I was just saying to Rose that we should be pushed up with a Soldier here a little bit more to help with the visor. We don't end up being pushed up with him because we make this random rotation. Remember, if you're safe, stay in that space. You are completely fine where you are right now and you're not being pressured by anyone. So stay where you are. Sojourn slides down, that is fine. You can stay up on here and help her. Oh, and then Soldier ends up pushing forward. Okay, you can then, like, go forward, obviously, with the Soldier and stuff like that. And help with this visor. Now, I want to kind of like play this out with like a third person thing to show you when we should be damage boosting the Soldier, okay? Stay damage boosting, stay damage boosting. Stay damage boosting, okay. You do not need to heal Ramattra here. You should literally just be pushing forward with this visor because obviously Soldier's just finishing his visor, right? But he can track this Mercy really easily because remember, obviously Mercy flies in a straight line whenever she like does her like fly movements thing. So you like he's completely fine. Ramattra is like above half HP. He's like 3/4 HP basically. He boots out my LOS. Well, we should have been more pushed forward as well. Remember, Rose. Remember from before, you know how like we should have been more pushed up with him. We need to commit whenever you hear an ultimate that you know you can commit with. We need to commit with it, right? So you know how like you ended up doing this like that. It all falls back to this random weird rotation that you end up like, kind of making, right? We need to be a little bit more pushed up. And I know you don't like this Soldier. You need to heal Ram right now. Feels like you struggle to get your beam on it, which is completely fine. That's how you save the GA for obviously after slam. Very, very nice. This is completely fine because obviously this is you kind of like surviving. We need to be pushing with Soldier there. Okay, let's quickly rewind it all. So this is obviously, you know, you struggle to get your beam on, which is completely fine. You have to GA away from ball, that's completely fine. We GA forward. And then we help Soldier with the ball. That is completely fine. You're doing the right thing right now. I'd push forward. Obviously, nice. Healing the Ram. That's completely fine for you to heal the Ram. Right. It's this bit. You can see your Soldier is still, like, trying to fight someone, basically. Go and damage boost him. So he's able to finish off this 1v1 really quickly. So then allow you guys to basically be set up earlier on the next capture point. Unfortunately, due to the replay viewer, I cannot see which one the next point is, which is a little bit annoying. But leave your Ram right now. There's literally a mega health pack for him here as well, right? So literally just leave him. Go and finish off on the damage boost with your Soldier. And then you can go and obviously help the Sojourn with the ball afterwards, okay? Let's keep going. I would, like, once you're done with the Soldier, you then need to be going with, your what's called? You need to be going with, like, your Sojourn and everyone to try and finish off the ball as well. Nice, obviously, you know, I'd stay on the point here. Stay on the point. Like, the more people you have on the point, the quicker it'll cap. Right now, you're not being pressured, and it's actually better for your team if you cap it quicker. So literally, just stand on this point and cap it quickly. You don't need to be, like, kind of, like, I guess, edging the points at this point. But, like, yeah, just literally just stay on the point, okay? Nice, okay. So, obviously, here's straight behind you. Nice. Really good reaction here. I'd go with Sojourn here. I'd go with Sojourn. The reason is because Alari's like just recently rotated, so you could essentially she could essentially put her healing pylon like up like really really early on. So like with Alari, oh yeah, she's got her pylon here, right? With Alari, right, you can essentially leave your team kind of to do their own thing at the start of team fights because Alari will be able to heal that. It's when after that first kind of initial team fight and you guys don't get any picks, then that's kind of the time we had to start peeling back. The reason is because obviously Alari only has like a set amount of heals with her obviously secondary fire, so she can like beam people for like about a second or two, and then like it's gone for like quite a while. She has to obviously wait for it to regen unless people are in LOS of the pylon. All right, so I would say in starting points like this, you want to be heading off on a flank with your Sojourn. You want to be kind of helping her on, like, see this flank. Then obviously, she starts rotating now because obviously she realizes there isn't anyone there. But still, we need to be kind of, like, helping Sojourn, especially because there is this Sombra as well. We essentially have to, not so much, like, put our heart and soul into whoever's, like, taking the off angle. But it's very much that we still need to be supporting that person who's on the off angle. On the just in case that the Sombra ends up kind of, like, focusing them and stuff. But so keep going. Let's cancel. I'd push it with Sojourn here. We can literally, once again, we can literally just like stay where we are, like right here, and help the Sojourn out. Or it's fine for you to rotate as well, but make sure that we're damage boosting the Sojourn. Nice backing off, obviously for EMP. Help your Alari. We need to heal Alari sooner there, but I don't think it really helps save her. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay, I don't like this. Let me quickly go back. This is fine. I like this rotation, but I would have helped your Sojourn because you can see her sliding in. Right, nice helping on the, right, it's this bit, okay. I like how you help with the Sojourn first, completely fine. I need you then to help Alari next. The reasoning is because the pylon is, well, I mean, the pylon's been EMP'd, but the pylon will come back online in just a second, right? And it should be able to help the Ramattra. Also, Ramattra has his big nemesis form up, so he has armor, and, you know, what's it called? He's gonna be like, big beefy boy basically. So you need to be helping your Alari because like who do you need to help here now? Do you need to help the tiny, you know, little woman here, or the massive beefy Omnic? we need to be making sure that we're helping the Alari first. Because my mistakes I put because of my mistakes I was put under a lot of pressure about the stuff I was talking about. Oh, okay. So that's fine. So it is fine for you to stay here right now. Literally just stay here and hug this wall. Because you need to jiggle peek like this now to try and help your Ram out. Because obviously your Alari's gone, your Soldier's gone. The only way that you guys win this team fight out now is if you manage to keep your Ram alive. And you also like try to, keep your Sojourn up as well, okay? So I would stay on these stairs and just jiggle peek like this to try and keep your Ram up, okay? Okay, I do not like this rotation as well, okay? You know that obviously the ball started rolling through and your Sojourn has pretty much done an entire clip on it, right? And you know that the Sojourn ult is still on the points. So we at any points do not want to peek this, okay? Let's say we were jiggle peeking here. We can just back off like this, and then we can even like GA ourselves away. It is completely fine if you GA into the ball right now because he's running away because he's such low HP, okay? So I would literally stay down where we are, play down here, and then help your Ram now because obviously your Ram is like, I think your Sojourn's like just in the middle of like reloading kind of thing. So I would damage boost the Ram for the punches and then obviously start damage boosting the Sojourn. We could have done that without Valk. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Remember your Sojourn's ultimate will provide such good cover for this that you do not need to Valk this. Okay. You can literally just push forward with this Sojourn ult and just damage boost it. And then once people have like kind of cleared the area, then you can literally just go for this res behind this pillar. There is no need for you to put Valk here. Okay, we need to try and basically save that Valk unless like you desperately need to. And right now it's completely fine. You don't need it. Make sure we damage boosting that Alari ult. Nice peel here. I would say maybe pop it like right now. Nice how obviously, you know, you're floating over to the point just so you can keep contesting it. Nice peel. Obviously we did a rotating round, which is completely fine. Love your positioning right now. Really, really nice. I would do that GA onto like, or like around back here rather than up here, just purely because it'll A, create distance, but also B, allow you to, you know, have that space. Remember, like, obviously these mines are on point, but the entire team have backed off, so you can basically just back off to like here-ish instead of like up here. Back off here, basically. I tried to go there, but I face planted on the pillar. I love it. That's completely fine. Very nice. I would, oh, okay. I was gonna say to you about 2 mini GAs ago that we should have rotated round, okay? The reason is because a lot of people, like this Kiriko, for example, will come from this angle. So I would have liked it when it gets towards like the 95, because you know they have balls, so ball's gonna touch it no matter what, okay? It's not like the team have like an Orisa or like a Ramattra or something like that will take a bit longer time in order to reach the point. So I would, instead of like kind of hanging about here for a bit too long, I would just do a nice little wall bounce and just be basically preempting that fight and then come back here ready. Because you end up kind of hanging around for like a little bit too long and then you're like, panic, and then rotate. Which comes to my second problem here. We end up rotating across this LOS while the Sojourn's coming in. We could imagine if that Sojourn had already built up a charge shot or she was still holding on to one. You were dead, okay? So, I would rather you preempted that the ball's going to touch, because you always know ball's going to touch because it's ball he's going to, right? We need to preemptive that. Come around here so then we are ready for this team fight. And then it means that you will not end up being caught out by this slam that you just said that you're about to get caught out in a minute. Nice. Can't do anything for your Lori. Ball the visor, nice. Nice res. I like that res. That's a completely fine res. Obviously, your Sojourn is again damage boosted headshot, which is kind of insane. But honestly, not like nobody's deaths here, can I just say, are your fault. I think the only thing you could have done slightly different is maybe just ping the res, just to ensure that your Sojourn isn't going to be kind of pushing up too aggressively. But then again, she ends up getting hit by a damage boosted headshot of a Kiriko. So can't really do about that because that's just insane amount of damage. You did absolutely the right thing here. Obviously, apart from the start of the team fight, it was like a little bit messy for you. But I like obviously how you keep your position here. Love the res. That was really, really great. And then we end up, you know, pushing forward, which is really, really great. I would face a bunch of GM balls, so I'm learning the boundaries against them. The thing with GM balls is they're either like insanely good and you'll just have to switch off Mercy, or they are very predictable. There's two different types, right? There are some balls I just physically, I know who they are and I'm like, okay, no, we're already like not playing Mercy here because I'm just gonna get like walked onto and just die basically. So it's like best if the best thing to do with balls is like at least like the predictable ones is you could kind of predict like when they are wanting to go to slam. So wait for the slam to end and then GA, because obviously if you try to GA during the slam, it'll like completely mess up your momentum and everything. So that's probably like one of my biggest pieces of advice for that. But obviously if it's a very good ball, then just switch off Mercy because it ain't gonna work. It was nice. Obviously, if you do end up kind of messing up the GA though, which is completely fine. Starting to rotate now, which is looking completely fine. Where is your Sojourn? Oh no, your Sojourn died. I'm like looking out for your Sojourn that's died. That's fine, you leave your soldier there. I feel as though like, because your entire team should just be backing out together right now. I don't really understand why your soldier went off on his own. You did the absolute correct decision there. I liked it. And I love how you didn't like back out from that decision or anything. Get your pistol out. Very nice. Like that. Like how your position right now. Lovely damage boost here. Lovely rotation. Damage boost. Lovely. That was an extremely well played team fight. I love that, Rose. You managed to damage boost everything. And I love it. That was a really, really good team fight. Your positioning as well, like flicking yourselves up and away out of the point here. Really, really, really nice. Love that team fight. That was really, really well played. My only thing is at the end of this team fight, I would put my beam onto my Sojourn just because she has a charged shot. Nice ping onto the Kiri. Remember, we were safe. Stay in that space. Do we need to rotate right now? No, we can literally just do a little backwards G8 in and out and then play up here. The reason is because of this that I've just heard. I agree with this Valk. Nice Valk. Make sure you're helping your soldier though. Ooh, we should have put our beam onto the soldier a little bit sooner, okay? I gotta admit, I like this Valk. This is a very nicely well-timed Valk for you, especially because obviously you end up, you know, not getting picked off by the EMP. My only thing is just be sure that we're helping the soldier here. Remember, I know she's going to EMP, so I pre-Valks. Exactly. Really, once again, really smartly played, Rose. Really, really nice. Rose, was this like a first game on or like a very early game on for you? Because you felt very shaky for the first couple, like the first 2 rounds. This one, you are in your element now. This is good, right? My only thing is with this Valk, remember your AlphaAli is here and can help these guys. So you need to be helping the soldier right now. You should have been helping him a little bit sooner. The reason is because with playing with AlphaAli can only heal people that are very close range or within the pylon range. You have to kind of play AlphaAli Mercy a bit like how you would do with kind of like, it's like half playing it as like a Brig Mercy and half playing it as a Moira Mercy. Let me explain, okay? So it's like the range of a Moira Mercy, because obviously Moira can only do like short range healing or whatever the range of the orb is. Very much like with AlphaAli, where it's like the beam, you know, you need to be in beam range of the AlphaAli and also the healing pylon range, okay? However, it plays very much like a Brig that you have to play very team centralized because of the low healing that AlphaAli gives. You have to you can't be taking these wild flanks like all the time because you need to be trying to help your like tank a little bit more as well, because playing AlphaAli Mercy for a tank is just horrendous for the tank, unfortunately. It's just how it is. So that's how I would play it basically. But yeah. I was 4-0, then lost 3, so I was not that bothered. I go for a risky res here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna watch it. But it's, as we were just saying, obviously, we need to be helping the soldier here right now, trying to focus him before we end up, before we focus on damage boosting these guys, alright? We need to make sure soldier's staying alive. That's kind of like the point I was making. I want to watch it in this form. So I kind of like lost the momentum as well, because I ended up kind of like ranting on about how we play AlphaAli Mercy. So obviously we need help soldier here. We need to help soldier a little bit sooner. Right. This was a perfectly fine res if you just like pulled it over here. Miss rotation behind that ugly. Yeah, you don't even need to rotate behind the wall. You would actually be so much safer playing this side. The reason is because you forcing yourself to rotate around this way is once again going to put you in LOS of the Sojourn, alright? You know that your team are focusing down the Orisa right now, so she's going to be distracted. Your Kiriko then, this Kiriko, is going to be focused on trying to heal the Orisa. This gives you a very good distraction for you to res here. You do not need to peek this or like do anything basically, because obviously you know that the Sojourn is still main with this Mercy and is going to obviously start coming in aggressively. So you resing and just doing it literally just behind this wall is 10 times more safer than you trying to flick it over here. I like that you're wanting, you know, to still try and use your cover and stuff like that, but remember, your team is actually physically giving you cover right now with the distractions. Alright, but we keep going. Sojourn's up falling. Soldiers are falling. I feel as though this one might be a little bit of a loss. Still keep stalling it though.
One of our enemies is being revived.
Still keep stalling. Like your Ram's still here stalling. We backed off to this way too soon. If this is you protecting your death per 10 stat, do not. Never ever try and like protect your death per 10 stat. It's like, or like trying to get a 0 death game or something like that, okay? There is absolutely no point. You should be fighting team fights until the bitter end if you can, alright? So I would, I thought the Mercy went for me. But even if you think the Mercy's going to be coming for you, right? You could just because she's not in Valk, so you can fight it. You were good enough to fight this, Rose. So say the Mercy's going to come for you. Just play back here and then wait until see if the Mercy's going to be coming for you. Then come in and help your Ram. Because right now the Ram is really helping stall it out for your team right now. So you can, like, what's it called? You could just obviously peek around this. You can then start GAing around to your cover. And just honestly, you want to try and stall this out for a little bit more point percentage if you can. Because then it means the more point percentage that you guys get now means that once you guys respawn, you'll have Visor, you'll have Sojourn ults, 2 very good ultimates you can go in and damage boost. And then you'll just win out that team fight. And then bada bing, bada boom, game over kind of thing, okay? I was not getting glocked that game. Fair enough, Rose. But yeah, no, we still needed to commit into this team fight though, okay? We kind of like, we ended up backing off way too soon. Like, we could definitely get that team fight. It's like an 80 or something. Nice, was played away. They can't do anything because it's damage boosted as well. Just go straight back to spawn. Very nice. Good decision making though. Nice. Really good as well that you forced a restore like really early. Nice pings as well in the health pack. Obviously, just like let people know that that's where that is. Nice. Nice. Lovely position in here. Nice. Obviously, I know that the Kiriko is right next to you, but you're playing it so safe. Yes. I love how you just stay up there up until you know that she, like, has seen you, basically. Really, really nicely played there. Really nice. I enjoyed that team fight. Stay where you are, though. You don't need to be journeying about now. You could just literally just sit back. Sit back and relax for a second. Maybe even, I would say, like, kind of push yourself a tiny bit more forward and damage boost the Alari. Because actually, at the moment, your Alari is going to have a little bit more of a better sight line than your Sojourn. So it actually I would actually like, push up a tiny bit more and kind of like play here, basically, just so you can damage boost the Alari. And then you can obviously go back and go and help the Sojourn, okay? So you're not there for the visor, that's completely fine, because he was like crouching and everything. This is one of them times where you don't need to be kind of healing the Ram because the pylon was up. Obviously, Alari's like now like moved the pylon, but he's going to be in range, so you could just damage boost this. Nice. Lovely, obviously lovely damage boost there. I'd ping. Nice pings there as well. And you're winning it. So, Rose, overall, a very, very strong team fight, I will say. Sorry, a very strong just match in general. Especially, what's it called? Especially that last point. That was your best point by far. Your positioning, your game sense, just that entire, like, sequence there. That was your best moment. That was really, really great, okay? Beam management is good, okay? Thing with beams is I want you now to be kind of really thinking to yourself, especially when you're playing this Alari Mercy, when your Alari is able to heal people and when she's not. Because there's been a few times where, you know, for example, with like the soldier or like, you know, just like a few little times like that where we end up kind of like either letting people die or, you know, stuff like that. So we just kind of like need to focus on that a little bit more and make sure that, yes, okay, even if you don't like someone on your team, you still have to obviously put the blue beam on them and still help them throughout the entire match. Then once the match is over, bam, put them on the avoids. They're like no longer a threat, okay? Reses were good. I really enjoyed your reses. I thought your reses were really, really nice. I think your main thing, Rose, is actually getting used to being in GM. That is actually your biggest issue right now. Because there's a few times where we have been either picked off or we've been very naive. I'm going to say the word naive, okay? Just with how, like, with certain people, basically. I will eventually be used to playing in GM again. Yes, which is exactly your biggest issue right now, Rose, is just being used to being in GM, okay? There is, obviously, if you make the tiniest mistake in GM, it can go extremely badly wrong, basically. So I think your main thing is literally keep on playing in GM, keep getting used to kind of how it works, how it plays. Obviously, it's a lot faster pace. A lot of people know what to do. There's a lot of more combos and stuff like that, essentially. So first thing is obviously to get more used to that. And then the second thing is I want you to really focus on, what's it called? Valks. There was a few Valks that we did end up using. When you get to GM, you very rarely use Valk to engage, unless obviously it's like the start of a team fight stuff. The main times you use Valk is either for your own survivability or like if you feel like your team can turn the team fight and stuff like that, you want to, you know, keep up pressure and stuff like that. So I want you to kind of really think to yourself how you use your Valks, okay? Because I feel as though two of your Valks, like the first two Valks basically, they were not good. Okay? But with that, Rose, once again, a very, very strong VOD. Obviously, huge improvement from some of your first VODs and stuff like that. Really, really nicely well played, obviously. Especially, like, looking at, what's it called? Looking at how you were playing back with, like, your first VOD and stuff like that. Really, really great, Rose. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch that's been watching this. Once again, you guys can get your own VOD views. These for 5,000 channel points. I do them on Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye, everyone!